From Coon Rapids High School, it's boys baseball. I suppose we don't have to designate it. It's boys. They're playing baseball on a beautiful 85-degree day here in Coon Rapids. A little rain shower passed over just to keep the dust down. And now we'll play ball between the Park Center Pirates and your Coon Rapids Cardinals. J.W. Cox alongside Howie Shapiro, and you really couldn't script a better day. We got a couple of raindrops, as mentioned, but those appear right now to have moved on, and here we go.
Yeah, with the late start in the season, they've really, the weather for the most part has cooperated pretty well.
Cardinals hosting the Pirates. Coon Rapids sitting at 5-9 with 4 games to go. The Pirates are 1 game over 500 at 7-6, and they've got 4 games remaining as well. Bryce Peterson will be the senior on the hill for the Cardinals, and he will face Riley Peterson, Derek Dugas, and Mitch Meyer to start things off. Tanner Stein, Spencer Harrington, Jackson Dwyer in the middle of the lineup, Sherva, Dobler, and McKenzie. The bottom 3 as we're underway. First pitch skips up into the dirt, picked out by Perry the catcher.
Peterson comes in with a 1-2 record and a 2.13 earned run average. He's pitched well this year.
Senior lefty missed the zone with pitch number 2, so it's, excuse me, the first one was a strike. That one's a ball, so it's 1-1.
Park Center.
That one skied foul, get all the way out of play.
Hitting .339 as a squad. And they're coming to into this game at 7-6. They're having a nice season. I talked to their head coach Nathan Johnson, pretty happy with it so far.
Pitch missed in, it's 2-2. 4 straight games that the Pirates have put away in the win column. Full count on the leadoff hitter as that one bounces in. Last 2 have been by a single run. Their numbers bear that out. Just about a run and a half more allowed per game on the balance of the season than they score per game as full count pitch is outside. It'll be a leadoff walk for Riley Peterson. Now Derek Dugas. See what the Cardinals have out there defensively. Garlick in center will anchor things there. The sophomore flanked by Offerdahl and Ost in left and right. Bates and Rotzine, up the middle. Lockett and Ness on the corners. Peterson and Peary, his catcher. As they've got a runner on. First pitch was down low for the ball. It's 1-0.
Well, as you'll see as this game unfolds, Kirby Peary, very aggressive catcher. He likes to throw down to first. He's going to keep runners close to the bag. He's got a pretty good arm.
Bunt shown, taken back. Pitch misses. No, that's a delayed call. It was a strike. At the knees, it's 1-1. Meyer, the DH to follow. Quick throw over to first base. Ness doesn't even apply the tag, just glares Peterson back into the bag. Corners tight with Lockett on the grass. Flare down the line, right field, going to get foul. Cap lost for Ness, but he can't quite get there.
Cardinals coming off a loss to a non-conference game to New Prague, a 12-2 decision last evening at Wintercrest. And big win for Park Center. They've actually won 4 in a row. 3-2 win over Champlain Park.
That one's hit hard out towards left field. Offerdahl ranging in, makes the hat high catch for out number 1. Runner scampers back to first.
Yeah, pitch hit hard off the bat, but able to hang up enough for Offerdahl to come in left field and make the out.
Comes the DH Mitch Meyer from the left side. Lefty on lefty matchup for the first time in this one. Yeah, they've lived on both sides of the line their last 2 games. The 3-2 finals you mentioned against Champlain as that fastball misses up. Game before also a 1-run final, but 13-12 over Irondale. 25 total runs between the Knights and the Pirates. That one slugged towards center. Long run coming in for Garlick. Won't get there. Quick chance at a throw towards second as he kept it in the back of the mind of Peterson, who scampers in there just in time. So a single moves him station to station. 2 on with 1 out. Cleanup hitter Stein coming up.
You see just falling in front of Garlick. He made a close throw to the bag.
Enough of an effort there.
We will have a courtesy runner.
Zach Poppy, the sophomore in at second base for the DH. For the catcher, Peterson.
Shortstop number 21, Tanner Stern.
Tanner Stein will check in. Shortstop takes first pitch ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, the Pirates have scored 33 runs in their last 4 games, so their offense is starting to find its place.
Now 4.5 per game on this season, but that number has jumped way up lately as this one slapped out for a single into right field, scooped up on a bounce by Aust. They will hold the runner at third. The throw comes into the middle of the diamond and Ness tracks it down, but bases loaded now. Back-to-back one-out singles after the leadoff walk.
See it again, nice piece of hitting there by Stein. He's able to move the runners along, just one away. Spencer Harrington with an opportunity now.
So the senior Peterson worked around the leadoff walk to get that first out on the fly ball. Now a swing and a miss on the off speed. Pull himself all the way out of a jam. Pop foul, so it'll be 0-2 way ahead. Cardinals pitching allowed 7 runs in the first 3 innings in that loss yesterday to New Prague.
Yeah, well, it certainly wasn't a pretty one.
Fastball high. Jackson Dwyer would follow. Middle infield pinched in. Corners are tight as that off speed missed high and in. It's 2-2.
Well, he needs to record an out here in a jam here in the top of the first.
Ball skips back towards the screen. Long way to roll back there. That will be an easy score for the courtesy runner Poppy, and it's 1-0 Pirates.
That one just gets through the legs of Peary. Ball down in the dirt. Just couldn't get his glove in front of it.
Runners also go to second and third behind the play. So Meyer down the line at third. Stein now out at second. Spencer Harrington, still a golden RBI opportunity, but a full count. Wind picks up, blowing in slightly from center. This one hit hard out towards right. Aust with a beat on it in a couple of steps and towards the line, makes the catch. Runner coming to the plate, then stops. Now the runner was going to third. They've got him picked off. Peary's going to run the runner back towards second just to get it back where he went. Never through to let the runner potentially come home from third, so it's just an out.
That was a heck of a throw from Austin right field. It was right on the money. No opportunity to advance either base. And now with just 2 away, Cardinals looking just to get out with just the 1 run.
You see, you said it. Peary can be aggressive. It's tempting to try and get that runner at second, but then you leave yourself open to the backside runner coming home. I think he made the right plays.
I do.
Pitch taken for a strike.
Yeah, with 2 away at that point, just worry about that hitter at the plate and get out of the inning. You do risk that chance of him coming home if you go to second.
Peterson promptly jumps out ahead, 1-0 or 0-1, excuse me. Fastball had him backing out of the box, even up the count at 1-1.
Again, trying to work that inside portion of the plate.
Fouled away, strike away from getting out of the first. Wild pitch brings home a run with the bases loaded. Still 2 on with 2 outs. One, 2. He's upstairs, even up at 2-2. Heady play by Rodzine there at second. Saw that throw back to the pitcher going down towards the mound. He got in quick to back it up. Now he's set as the 2-2. Skips in the dirt this time, smothered by Peary.
Well, now Peterson in danger of losing him at this point at 3-2.
Do have the base open, so you don't have to give in here.
No, but
I'd love to end it.
Well, that's a key considering they had bases low with 1 away, and if they can just get the 1 run.
Strike 3 called. Got him at the letters. He'll leave a left-hander in the on-deck circle, leave 2 runners at second and third, and 1-0. Park Center scores in their top half of the first. To the bottom, we go with the Cardinals coming up on CTN.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
A run on the benefit of 2 hits, plus a wild pitch for Park Center in the top half of the first. So the Cardinals now come up seeking to tie things up in the bottom half. Their lineup as they enter this game at 5 and 9. It will start out with the catcher, Kirby Peary, Peterson and Lockinen to follow. The pitcher and the third baseman here. We get the battery out of the way quick. And then Ness, Garlick, and Bates in the middle. Severson, Rotzine, and Offerdahl wind things up in the bottom third of the lineup. Dylan McKenzie, a right-hander to face them. Peary to start.
Peary hitting .298 as he steps to the plate, and he's a good leadoff hitter because he's got some speed on the base paths. They love get that opportunity to see if he can get on the bases.
First baseman pinched in as the first pitch is swung on, laced out into left field for a base hit. There's your speed on the base paths. There's your tying run.
Solid base hit as well.
Look at the defense, unable to do much against that solid base hit. It was Tanner Stein up the middle who watched it sail over his head. Jackson Dwyer, his keystone combination made over there at second. Sherver at first, Dobler at third, Dugas in center. He's got Spory in right, Harrington in left, McKenzie and Peterson the battery.
Well, they put a little more speed on first base. Braden Farley now the courtesy runner for Coon Rapids, and he definitely has some wheels.
There's Bryce Peterson, the pitcher. Takes that first pitch for a strike, and it's 0-1. Braden Farley, the junior, getting his lead off of first. He's held on by Sherva. Quick throw, he read that well enough. In standing up, there's a little hesitation on the spin for McKenzie before he actually does fire over on that pickoff move.
And they want to make sure that Farley, they keep a limit to the lead that Farley has over at the base.
Breaking ball. Could read that out of the hand. It was down low. It's 1-1.
Head coach Matt Mossy not here today. He is at his groom's dinner. We wish he and his future bride a lot of luck from all of us at CTN. He's getting married on Saturday. Don Bright, assistant coach, is going to be skippering here this afternoon.
Runner goes, pitch swung on, lifted down the left field line, hooking and will go foul. Strike 2, 1-2. All the better for us to be here for Coach Mossy. He can,
yes,
as anyone can, take a look back at how this one goes.
Yep. I think he's got a few things the next couple of days. It's going to be pretty busy, but
by the time he gets back, assuming for section play and things like that.
I saw him here at the ballpark earlier, and I said, next time I'll see you, you'll be a married man.
Life-changing day.
Yes.
1-2 pitch. This one laced up the middle. That'll be a second straight single. Farley stops at second. 2 hard hit balls for the Cardinals, and now they've got the go-ahead run on at first, the tying run in scoring position.
Peterson had come to the plate hitting .319 and continues that good season. He gets that base hit back up the middle.
Second straight lefty as Nick Lockinen stands in.
Lockinen really started the season out hot at the plate. He's cooled off lately, hitting .244. This is an opportunity with nobody out and 2 on to see if he can move him along and start getting that swing back.
Nobody out here in the first. Pitch grazes the inner part of the batter's box there. Inside, it's a ball, 1-0. And we give Park Center credit for their 4-game win streak. Prior to that loss to New Prague, Cardinals had won 3 straight,
yep.
So they're 3-1 in their last 4. Offense also trending upwards. 1-0 grounded, just foul, first base side.
Oh, good thought, trying to get that line.
First 10 games, the Cardinals averaged just 3 runs per contest, going 2-8. Last 4, though, it's been up to 6 runs a game. 1-1. Shows a bunt, drops down a beauty. Pitcher has to field. Runners are going to move up easily. The throw down the right field line. It's going to score at least 1. It will score 1. Dive in at second, and out on the throw is Lockinen. He stumbled a bit going around the first base bag, and so the throw from the right fielder, Spory, cuts him down, but a run does come home on the errand.
And he pounded the turf. He knew that that stumble cost him. It was a nice throw to the bag. Good tag for the out, but got the RBI. Cardinals with 3 straight hits.
Farley, the courtesy runner, comes home to score. There's another base hit. This one's going to be clubbed out towards center, Well hit ball, but right back there goes Dugas. He'll make the catch. Deep enough for a sacrifice fly, and Peterson walks home. It's a lead for the Cardinals all the way back from 1-0 down.
Yeah, what could have been a tough inning for Coon Rapids, just coming out with that 1 run. Now coming back here in the bottom half of the second, scoring 2 of their own.
The center fielder, number 20, Ryan Garlick.
Garlick hitting .292. As you mentioned, just a sophomore, has been playing so well in the outfield and hitting well too.
Takes the first pitch strike. Trying to wait on that. Swings and misses. He's down on the count 0-2. Pushed foul, right side, staying alive. So now not only up on the Cardinals, or excuse me, up on the Pirates by a run, also out hitting the Pirates 3-2.
You know, it's especially after a 12-2 loss like that, it's nice to come back and bounce back and get your bats going a little bit.
This one's hit hard out towards shallow center field. Coming in goes Dugas. He's gotten a good read on a couple of hard hit balls, and that will end the first. But 2 runs on 3 hits, nobody left. We'll go to the second. Cardinals lead it 2-1 on CTN.
Looking for remodeling ideas and inspiration for your home? Don't miss the Coon Rapids Home Remodeling Tour on Sunday, May 20th. See amazing remodeling transformations. Plus, learn about the Home for Generations 2 program, a program that pays Coon Rapids residents to remodel their homes. The Coon Rapids Home Remodeling Tour, Sunday, May 20th, from noon to 4 p.m. Address information online at coonrapidsmn.gov.
Top half of the second begins in ringing fashion with a ground ball to Bates at shortstop. Scoop it up and fire it over in time. A 6-3 put out. Jackson Bates makes it quick work of Tanner Sherva. 1 down with a 1-run lead for the Cardinals.
Cardinals defensively, over in the number of years, always known for their solid defense in the field.
Dobler and then McKenzie. Sophomore Dobler pops this one up foul.
Cardinals have committed 29 errors in 14 games. More than Coach Massey would like to see.
Nothing but contact and strikes so far. 2 foul balls here after a first pitch swing and an out for Sherva. Another ground ball on the left side. Dive over there for Bates, and he won't get this one. Trickles into left field for a base hit. 3rd of the game for the Pirates.
Yeah, a tough one for Bates is that in that hole, and he did make a diving attempt, valiant effort, but just hit sharply enough.
McKenzie, the pitcher, hitting in the 9 spot. Got a runner on with 1 down. Takes first pitch just down low. That one misses. It's 2-0. Pitch taken down in the dirt, 3-0, so he used nothing but strikes in the first 3 pitches. Gives up the base hit through the infield, and now a 3-0 count on the number 9 hitter and his opposite number, the pitcher. That one a strike at the letters.
And McKenzie started gonna toss the bat and go to the base.
3-1, that one in the dirt. Blocked by Peary, doesn't matter. It'll be the second walk of the game issued by Bryce Peterson.
Cardinals in a little bit of a jam again. 1 out, 2 on. You saw that in that first inning.
Park Center no stranger to an early deficit in that game. Howie mentioned that they beat Champlin. They were down 2-1 after 3 in that game. Not even there yet. They've got the tying run back out there in scoring position. Playing blue sky overhead here as we roll to the top of the lineup again. Peterson was the first batter and the first walk of the game. As he takes the ball low and outside.
Yeah, but as we talked about, a little different looking Park Center team in the last 4 games, averaging about a little over 8 runs a game.
Fastball buzzes him up high, but it's 2-0. Mentioned the 13 against Irondale, 8 in a win against Tatina Grace, 11-0 shutout of St. Anthony Village.
Peterson's just a pitch away from loading him up.
And that strike catches the knees. So from 3-0 to 3-1 for 2 straight batters. This one's clubbed out towards center field. That will drop for a base hit. The arm is waving at third. Now it stops as the throw comes in to Bates from Garlick. And it will just be station to station. Base hit, walk, base hit. And the bases are loaded for the second straight inning.
Again, Cardinals in a jam here. And it's just so much you can get in that jam and work yourself out of it. But a nice base hit there to keep this 1-out rally going.
Now batting for the Pirates, center fielder number 11, Derek Dugas.
Dugas, who was the offensive hero yesterday, step up to the plate. Or in that game against Champlin Park.
Pape back as the courtesy runner.
Second time he's done this. This one to shortstop. Bates turns it to second, over to first, in time. Bates to Rotzine to Ness. 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. Cardinals lead by 1 going to the bottom of the second here on CTN.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch. Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Some new decor at Ken Sundstrom Field out there in the outfield here late in the season for the Cardinals.
Yeah, head coach Jerry Coe, who's been the coach of Coon Rapids for 25 years, retired. This is his first year retired. They retired his jersey out, as you can see out in the outfield, gave him a nice plaque, had a good ceremony on Saturday when we were doing the softball game. And well-deserved honor for a great man, great coach, helped us throughout the years. We owe him a lot of gratitude. And Coach Coe, congratulations. Enjoy your retirement. And I know we'll see him at the ballpark.
Obviously, his presence still felt in that dugout with the Cardinals' connections to new head coach Matt Mossy and Don Bright, as you mentioned to me before the game, on that staff for Coach Coe a number of years.
Brett Boxwell's too.
Good to have that continuity.
Steve Schreier, another former Cardinal, is coaching at JV.
Bates, Severson, and Rotzine here in the bottom half of the second. Bates started that 6-4-3 double play. He was fooled on the breaking ball out of the hand of McKenzie, down in the count 0-1.
Bates hitting a $184 on the season.
Pitch was foul tipped. So it's 0-2.
Good spot for McKenzie here, ahead in the count.
Single and a sacrifice fly in that first inning. Got 2 on the board for Coon Rapids. They lead it 2-1. 0-2. Slow breaker in there for a ball, and it's 1-0 or 1-2.
Tried to drop that one in the zone, just a little high.
Fastball missed, all the way back even in the count for Bates.
Jack's being patient at the plate, and that's in this instance. Tough one to hold off of.
Gets a piece of it, slow roller to third. Dobler up with it. He will get it across the diamond in time. 5-3 put out ahead of Severson.
Dobler with a strong throw across the diamond over to Sherva.
Both these teams in the bottom third of the Northwest Suburban Conference, but there's not a lot of separation there. Park Center 3 wins in conference. Blaine, who's sitting in the 3 spot right now, is just 5 wins. Same thing for the Cardinals, just a couple of wins back. First pitch to Severson, taken outside, the DH.
Well, the Cardinals after today have their last 4 games of the season on the road. This will be their last home game of the season, depending on what seed they get in the section. But
Anoka has the most wins, section wins in Section 5, Section 7, excuse me. That's a strike taken. It's 3-1 now. 2-1, excuse me. Now 3-1 as that skips in. Anoka's actually 3-0 in Section 7. And Forest Lake is 2-0, but the Cardinals have gone 2-1 against their 3 section opponents so far, making a case for a higher seed. Ball 4.
Severson did a nice job of earning that walk.
Now batting for the Cardinals, the
Here comes Rosine.
Logan Rosine.
Rosine will try and keep this inning going, hitting 077. He's trying to get that average up above the 100 mark.
Just a look back at first base with 1 out. 2-1 Cardinals lead. We're here in the bottom of the second. Pitch fouled at the plate. So that'll put McKenzie ahead in the count. Bengals in that stretch, or excuse me, the Cardinals in that stretch got a win over the Bengals. That's why that was front of mind. That 3-game winning streak they had started with an extra innings victory over the rival Bengals.
Yeah, they won that one in the bottom of the 8th, I believe.
Correct. This time there will be a throw. Lobbed over there in easily with Severson. And the Bengals right now by that QRF ranking, the #1 seed in the section, but they've only played 2 section games. As this one's flared out towards right field. Long run on the move with the catch for Spory. He'll throw behind the runner. Not in time, also dribbles away, but there's 2 down.
Let's see, able to just softly up to Spory. Spory threw on quickly to the bag, making sure that Severson got back.
Adam Offerdahl with 1 on and 2 outs. His first at bat for the left fielder.
Adam hitting 250 on the year.
Senior from the right side. McKenzie delivers down low, and a lot of good work for Sherva down at first base to leap high for that one and save an error.
Yeah, he had to, because that throw from Peterson was had a little loft to it.
Long set for McKenzie. Will deliver. That was in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Cardinals already matching their hit total from that loss to New Prague. Just in their second at bat, breaking ball stays high. It's 2-2.
McKenzie just trying to end this inning here without advancing Severson at first.
That's strike 3 on the outside corner. Offerdahl didn't like it. Tough to hear, but that was the punch out. We'll go to the third. 2-1. Cardinals have the lead here on CTN.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
The defense helped the Cardinals to a scoreless inning. That dog living it up. Maybe a little warm, but you don't have to move much. You're fine.
Yeah, you're laying on the grass. You get a little water every once in a while. Life is pretty good.
Watching the Cardinals in the top of the third with a 2-1 lead. Bryce Peterson induced a 6-4-3 double play. He had 2 one-pitch at-bats that resulted in all 3 outs in that last inning. He also gave up 2 hits and a walk, but turned into a scoreless frame. Number 3 hitter Mitch Meyer, first pitch swinging, grounded right to Ness. He's got a long sprint to the bag, but he'll get there in time. 3 unassisted, and that's just how the last inning started. 1 pitch and a ground down.
And certainly that's the way you want to start your inning, because that the quick one, obviously you want to limit your pitch count, especially with the amount of games that they're having, but just a relatively easy scoop at the bag for Ness, and little Jaunt gets the out.
Here's Stein, he's 1 for 1. First pitch taken upstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Cardinals are being out hit 4-3. 2 singles in each inning so far for Park Center. That's a called strike. It's 1-1. Peterson ready to go. This one's grounded up the middle, and a 2-for-2 day so far for Tanner Stein.
Has solid base wrap. He pushed that one back up the box.
Now batting for the Pirates, the left fielder, number 10, Spencer Harrington.
So 1 down for Harrington. Nothing clean so far for Peterson, but he had 2 on. Got the fly ball and the strikeout to end the first. Pitch is up and away for the ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, he's had a pitch out of a couple of jams.
Lost the scoreboard for a second, but we'll get it back. 1-0 pitch. Pop foul back to the screen. It's 1-1. Harrington flew out to right field. Back in the first inning for out number 2. Late on that one, throw down to second and plenty of time. The tag over and in. The 2-4 caught stealing. Peary guns him down for out number 2.
Yeah, and a big throw out there for Kirby Peary. This is a nice one right to Racine. Just the other side of the bag, but was able to come back and get the tag.
1-2, strike 3 called, and just like that, the inning comes to a close. So only 3 batters up to the plate. The single, the caught stealing, and the punch out. We'll go to the bottom half of the third. Still 2-1 Cardinals on CTN.
Did you know you can report problems to the city with your smartphone? Download the Coon Rapids app. The Report It feature allows you to describe the problem, snap a photo, and submit it directly to the city work order system. It's an easy way to report a pothole, broken street light, or other neighborhood concern. No smartphone? Then hop online and report your concern through the city's website. City maintenance problems solved the easy way. Coon Rapids Report It.
Cardinals, the defense making it look easy the last 2 innings. That just continues to be the theme. They got 2 runs in their half of the first. Lead it 2-1. Now trying to tack on back to the top of the lineup. Peary, Peterson, and Lockett.
There's head coach, assistant head coach today, down Bright.
Ground ball down towards third.
Head coach, I was supposed today. Coach would always say, Coach Bright would always say it starts from the mound, which is totally correct. Also, defense is important behind you. And you saw what the Cardinal defense did here in that inning. And you mentioned they got a few jams, able to get out of them.
Caught stealing a double play that's been turned. Peary showed bunt, pulled it back, still decided to bunt at it. It's popped up foul for strike number 2.
I think he committed and he figured he better at least get a piece of it.
To Coach Bride's point, though, about starting on the mound, even though you're talking about the defense, it's got to start with throwing strikes. And that's when Peterson has gotten in trouble when he's been out of the zone. And
right.
Been able to throw his pitch, 4 strikes that have resulted in that contact. 0-2. Waited on, clubbed down the third base line and fair. Wide turn at first for Peary. He's going to give second base a look. There's that speed you talked about, but he stumbles around the first base bag as he comes to a stop. Throw was strong from Harrison out in left.
Harrington did a nice job of getting out there quickly to get to that ball. Braden Farley will run for Peary again. So now we're even up at hits, 4 apiece.
Farley again on the base paths. He came around to score after Peary's single back in the first. Didn't quite get enough roll on that to make that turn and turn it into a double. Peterson now 1 for 1. Breaking ball that misses inside. It's 1-0. Long set for McKenzie, delivers a strike on the 1-0. It's 1-1.
Nice pitch there. Cardinals would like to see what they can do about expanding their lead here up 2-1. The way that Park Center has been hitting the ball here in these last 4 games, they'd like to get a little cushion.
Time called at the plate. McKenzie's got that long set that he goes to with a runner on. Farley walking back to the bag. Yeah, the Cardinals in that 3-game win streak, they were scoring plenty of runs.
They were.
At least 6 in every game. 6-5 over Blaine in extras. 9-8 over Hopkins. 6-4 at Elk River. 1-1, runner goes, clubbed out in the right field, down for a base hit. Hit and run goes well, but Farley slowed down. He's still going to get to third as the throw comes into second. And they'll be on the corners with nobody out.
Yeah, just a solid base hit from Bryce Peterson. Certainly like as a pitcher, help your cause, and he's able to move Farley over to third.
Perfectly called. And Coach Johnson's going to go out to talk to his pitchers. We see Farley again. He slowed down. He wasn't going to score on that anyway, first to third.
No. But able to get to third base with nobody out here, and a good hitter in Lockett, and a hitter trying to get his batting average up again.
Park Center a game over 500 last season. They won just 6 total games. They're already one better than that. Swept by Mounds View and Irondale right out of Section 5.
Yeah, that's a good visit to the mound for Coach Johnson. Settle your pitcher down a little bit with nobody out, runners to the corner.
Maybe a reminder, too, what the Cardinals have done. So actually, we'll.
Oh, they changed pitchers?
Yeah, we did get a change. All right, so we'll get the warm-ups in. We'll come back and give you the rest of the bottom of the third. Cardinals 2 on, leading by 1 here on CTN.
Hi, I'm Peter, and there's nothing I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends.
Come on in! Help yourself to anything.
That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ache than never. To learn more, visit savethefood.com.
First pitch down in the dirt from the brand new pitcher, the third baseman Dobler. That'll be a wild pitch to allow Farley to scamper all the way home, and it's now a 2-run lead.
Not the way you want your first pitch to be coming in relief here. I mean, in early, you and I were just talking about kind of a quick pull for McKenzie.
So that one will go on the ledger of Matt Dobler, who finished 2 innings, gave up 5 hits. Jack Art's going to come into courtesy run.
See it there, just getting by Peterson.
Defensively, that started the merry-go-round. Dobler came in from third. The pitcher McKenzie went out to second. And then Jackson Dwyer, excuse me, goes over to third as that one is in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Lock it in. Watches that fastball upstairs. Both teams with a run in on a wild pitch so far in this game. 2-1, skied. Highest hit baseball we've seen. It's the shortstop going out, makes the call and the catch. Sunlight glinting off of Stein's glasses there.
Yeah, good job backpedaling and spinning around and watching where that ball was coming down. It made a nice play on it.
First time somebody's really had to deal with the wind.
Yep. And Lockett not happy about that at bat. Would like it back. Got under that pitch.
So here's Caleb Ness, already an RBI on a sacrifice fly that came back in the first. Takes the first pitch strike. Three runs now on 5 hits for the Cardinals. Ness will chop this one. That'll stay foul. I mentioned the rain that drizzled on us before pregame, but
it's gone.
Well gone, and this field had plenty of water, and it would seem it's in fantastic shape here.
Yeah, they do a good job of keeping this this field in pretty good shape. In Sundstrom Field.
0-2 again, grounded foul. Appears to be the lone action going on here.
Yep.
The sports complex. Well, there was some tennis earlier when we walked in. That's
there
probably
was.
wrapped up.
Yeah. Got pretty close.
0-2 will stay high. JV baseball.
Yep, to the just to the left of us, over the other side of the left field fence.
The camera sees all. 1-2. Swing and a miss. The fastball at the letters. And Ness comes up empty. So 2 outs. The wild pitch so far for Matt Dobler, his only blemish. Retired the first 2 batters he's faced, and Ryan Garlick will stand in.
Ryan trying to keep his nice season at the plate going with 2 away, runner in scoring position. See if he can get the Cardinals another run.
Pitch taken for a strike on the inner half of the plate. They'll throw down behind the runner. And just scampering back in there goes Arndt. Sophomore out there running for the starting pitcher, Bryce Peterson. He and Peary, his catcher, got this one started. Back-to-back singles to open up the inning. Chase the starting pitcher as that one was in the dirt.
Nice stop by Peterson, too, to keep that one from getting by him. Hit a backhand that one.
Fastball's in there for a strike. It's 1-2.
Got the upper part of the zone.
One-two pitch. That one misses.
Patient at the plate there because it didn't miss by much.
Dobler's 2-2. Sharp ground ball. Charge, glove, fire for Stein. Not in time, and he's off the bag and late. Runners on the corners with 2 out now.
Yeah, he hoofed it down the line too to make sure he beat that throw. I think he beat it without his foot coming off the bag. An opportunity for Bates to see if he can get a run in here with runners at the corners. Again, into the hole. He's got to hurry his throw there.
Not hit hard. Runner from second into third. Now a pickoff. Dobler got him. Garlic leaning. Umpire calls him out. Tag applied, and we've had a number of outs on the base paths here between these two teams as we've wound our way through the first 3. But it's 3-1 Cardinals to the 4th on CTN.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Ended the last inning against the Cardinals. Close look at it. That left hand diving as the tag comes on. First pitch swinging. Here back to live action. Jackson Dwyer grounds it out to the first baseman, Ness.
That's how they started that last inning, was a ground out to Ness.
3 straight now with 1 pitch ground outs to open things up for Bryce Peterson. He's got a 2-run cushion now.
Yeah, always nice to come back to the mound, get a little bit of insurance.
Skips this one in the dirt. Sherva 0 for 1. He grounded out to start the second. 1-0 missed. It's 2-0. Wind blowing right to left on the flag out in straightaway center. It's in there for a strike. It's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, and Peterson's really pitched a pretty decent ball game. He's gotten himself into a couple of jams, but
Fisted to foul territory, and right there is Lockinen ranging over by the coach's box to put it away for out number 2.
a good play by Nick, making sure he got that one. Just had to reach up a little bit in foul territory.
That one can drop quick. Good first step to get there.
Cat-like quickness.
Here's the sophomore Dobler. Started out at the hot corner. Now the pitcher. Swings and misses at the first pitch.
Nice velocity on that fastball.
This one flown out towards right into the teeth of the wind, and that'll hang it up for Aust, who puts it away. Facing the minimum in back-to-back innings now for Bryce Peterson, heating it up, his first 1-2-3 frame. Now gone, we'll go to the bottom of the fourth, still 3-1 Cardinals on CTN.
Meals on Wheels gives me a chance to be totally selfless. More than the food itself, a lot of seniors don't have family. So just to have someone to talk to, just to say, hey, how was your day? That means so much more than a meal could ever mean. We have to look outside of ourselves to be that lifeline to other people. It's worth it.
Cardinals fell down on a wild pitch, down 1-0, but they wouldn't take long to storm all the way back. Picking up 2 runs, an error helped bring home the first on an infield single. Nick Lockenden driving that one home. The next batter, Caleb Ness, powers it out to center field, deep enough for the sacrifice fly. They led, they still lead. Bryce Peterson has made sure that he's kept his defense involved. His catcher, Peary, cutting down a runner at second. Another wild pitch brought home the 3rd run of the game after they chased the starter. And the Cardinals picked off to end the inning, but still lead it by 2. And another 1-2-3 inning followed that from Peterson. And the Dogs are happy because the Redbirds are happy.
Yes, that's exactly it.
And a beautiful day to be out at the ball yard.
Well, as Coach Bright said, it starts from the mound. It certainly has here for Bryce Peterson this afternoon so far.
Jackson Bates takes a first pitch strike. Severson and Rotzing to follow. There's been no panic for him. He's gotten himself into jams. That'll happen. How do you respond? He's gotten out of those jams, out in front of an off speed. 0-2.
A big swing and a miss from Bates. Bates, another one of those players trying to work on that average here as the season is coming to a close, regular season anyway.
This is that one for ball 1. He's made a couple of fine defensive plays at shortstop, including starting that 6-4-3 double play back in the 2nd. The 1-2. Outside. And he's got the high socks with the pants tucked, so he gets a lot of extra credit for that. That should be worth at least 15 points on the batting average.
I miss the old stirrups.
Well, those were good too.
Yeah, that's back in my day. We wore the stirrups.
2-2 misses upstairs. It's 3-2. The stirrup and the sanitary socks.
Sanitary socks first, and then the stirrups on top of those.
I just thought that was the weirdest name.
I know. It keeps them clean.
Yeah, that's true. It's good to know you're being sanitary.
Yeah, right.
3-2 in the dirt from 0-2 to 3-2, and Bates will work the walk.
Now when you're struggling at the plate a little bit, you can earn a walk. That's as good as a hit.
That is now 3 of the 4 innings that the Cardinals have started with leadoff runner. There's Severson, who walked with 1 out back in the 2nd. Throw down behind the runner. Quick dive back in for Bates. The pitch was called a strike.
Well, Bates a little slow to react. He had to hustle back to the bag to avoid being tagged out in the throw down from Peterson.
Lob throw over to first. Oh, this one bunted hard back to the screen. Cardinals have tried to bunt a couple of times. They got the first one down that resulted in that infield single and an error. Last couple tries, there have been some foul balls. 0-2 on Severson, the senior DH. Aggressive walk off of first for Bates as the ball's down low. 2 straight hitters at 0-2 for Dobler, excuse me. He lost the first one. One-two. This one's in the dirt.
Well, that 32 jersey was once worn by another Logan, famous Logan Shore, who is now pitching in the A's organization. Pitched at Florida out of high school. He wore 32 here at Coon Rapids. Or 32 at Florida, I believe, as well.
Ground ball, that'll be just fouled on the third base line. So his 32 these days would look a little closer to the Pirates uniform, that Oakland organization.
Exactly.
Trading the red for the green.
Yeah, pitching for the Stockton Ports.
Oh, very nice.
Yep.
Heck of a ballpark they've got there in Stockton.
Have you been there?
I've not been to the new one. I was there the year before it opened. But all the pictures seem to point that that is premier facilities. That one misses, so from 0-2 to 3-2 for a second straight hitter. Fun setting, though. It's right there on the river delta, the San Joaquin River Delta.
Nice.
Runner goes from first, pitch in the dirt, doesn't matter. Back-to-back walks. Cardinals have 2 on, already leading by 2 with nobody out here in the 4th.
That precarious situation now for Dobler on the mound. Nobody out. Little control issues.
Big, tall sophomore.
Yeah.
Guy, if he keeps at it, could be a major piece in this Park Center program for years to come. Logan Rotzing, though, the junior for the Cardinals, getting a chance to do some damage here. He's 0 for 1.
Logan's played him. He's started the season now playing second. He's Xander Pars played some second. Opportunity back in the lineup.
This one dropped down. Good bunt to move the runners. Nobody at the bag. Timing was there. Good play by the second baseman, the new second baseman, McKenzie, sliding over to make that a 3-4 put out. Sacrifice moves the 2 over.
He had to get over there quickly, but Rotzing did his job, able to move 2 runners along, make it a tough play at the bag.
Yeah, this has to be executed perfectly.
Yep.
He forced the first baseman to field it, and unfortunately, they just did execute it perfectly, but still moved the runners. Offerdahl 0 for 1. He was caught looking back in his first at bat. Takes a strike at the letters.
Yeah, I didn't agree with that call either at his last at bat. Looked at our official almost a little too long. Got to be careful. Officials don't like you questioning their calls.
This one's hit hard. It's one way to deal with it down the left field line, but it's going to hook foul. Smoked, but foul.
I always found that officials don't like calls questioned, and as well as wives do not like their calls questioned. So
they're similar in that way.
I've learned that over the years. They make a call, you let it go. May not always agree with it.
Better off to let it go. I'll choke up on the bat with 2 strikes for Offerdahl, and he takes a ball. It's 1-2. Also throw you out potentially.
Yeah.
If there's a little too much chirping.
Throw you out of the plate. About ready to sit down for dinner, you're out.
1-2. Served down into right field for a base hit. That'll be an RBI for Offerdahl, and the Cardinals expand their lead. Over to third goes Severson. They're on the corners. The RBI base hit.
Stuck the bat out, offered that one over the head of Sherva at first for the RBI. And now head coach Nathan Johnson taking another walk to the mound. Let's see if he makes a switch here. He was quick to pull McKenzie earlier in this ball game. We'll see if this is just a trip to the mound to talk about things or a trip to the mound to change things up.
A lot of conversation so far, but some beautiful small ball executed by the Cardinals to pick up their 4th run of the game. Walks to lead off the inning. The sacrifice dropped down by Rotzing, and then the base hit. Mentioned it right before that first 0-2 pitch. Offerdahl did shorten up, got the hands an inch or 2 up the bat handle, and like you said, and that gave him the control to be able to just throw the hands at that and serve it out into right field. Will still be Dobler trying to limit the damage. Cardinals up 3 with just 1 down and still 2 on here in the 4th. Peary's already got 2 hits. So does Peterson, who's on deck. Takes a strike. Another practitioner of the high Sox. 4 runs on 6 hits. The Cardinals playing errorless baseball so far. Strike 2, same spot. Working on the outside corner away from the right-handed hitting catcher.
That was just one away. Obviously, like to keep this hitting moving and continue to pad your lead.
That one's hit hard. Out towards the gap in left field. It's going to get down and roll all the way to the wall. 1 run already home. Here comes Offerdahl being waved to the plate. Throw will never get him. It's a 2-run double for Kirby Peary. He's got his 3rd hit of the day.
Boy, and he drilled that pitch as well to the deeper part of right center field. And 2 more runs pad that lead to 6-1. As Farley's going to take his place over at the bag at second. But again, what a great piece of hitting by Peary. As you can see, he split Dugas and Harrington.
Every batter in this inning, save for Rotzine, who was up there to sacrifice, has fallen down on the count 0-2. 2 walks, a single, and a double out of those 0-2 counts. Excellent at bats for the Cardinals here in the 4th. First pitch was a ball to the number 2 hitter, Bryce Peterson. 1-0, hit right to the first baseman. Sherva, a little feed to his right to scoop that one up. He'll step on the bag. Over to third goes Farley, the courtesy runner. But now there with 2 outs for Nick Laakkonen.
Good play by Sherva in the field. Make sure he recorded that second out. Now, I'm not sure. They haven't changed any hits. The Cardinals, I thought they have 8 hits in this game. It still says 6.
Got him for 8.
That's what I thought.
At least 2 in every inning except the second. The only base runner there was a walk. First pitch was a strike in the inside corner to the left-handed hitting Laakkonen. Ness, another lefty on deck. Waited on, chopped towards second. McKenzie, 1 play to first, and just in time to end the inning. So a pair of groundouts, but after the ringing double from Kirby Peary, balloons this lead up to 6-1 in favor of the Cardinals, going to the top of the 5th on CTN.
Open road, here comes the Heffley family.
Whether it's a short trip or a long haul.
Estimated time, 47 hours.
They will beg.
You're hungry? I'm happy to provide.
They will plead.
Deep fried butter on a stick.
But whatever you do, don't wimp out.
Now you're talking?
Make them buckle up.
He can't hurt.
Remember, safety first. Cheese curls second.
Are you orange?
Big base hit for an extra RBI by the left fielder, Adam Offerdahl. And that sets our score here at a 5-run lead for the Cardinals going to the top of the 5th. J.W. Cox, Howie Shapiro, our entire CTN crew on a beautiful evening for baseball.
It is gorgeous. And then, you look at now Bryce Peterson's opportunity at the mound. He's been pretty effective. Defense behind him has been playing well. So now you've got a 5-run cushion. Always pitch a little more comfortably.
He can go up, continue what he's been doing easily since the second, definitely since the third, and that's just throw strikes. Let him work behind you. Threw a first pitch strike that was fouled off. This one skipped up into the dirt. Peary can pick it 2. It's 1-1. Ground ball right side. Rotzine, time to gather and fire. And that's 5 straight retired by the senior Peterson.
And again, starting out with a relatively quick first out of the inning.
Did break up our string of first pitches,
yes,
but
did.
It was only about 3 pitches in. 1 down for Riley Peterson. He's been on base twice, singled, erased on a double play, walked and scored back in the first. Launches the first pitch down low. And that lone run of the game came in on a wild pitch. The bases were loaded at the time. Still just 1 out, so it could have been more damage that came anyway, but the wild pitch is how it crossed the plate. Strike on the inside corner, 1-1.
Yeah, you know, and you look back at those early innings too. Park Center certainly could have had a big lead to start this ball game, but credit Peterson for calming down a little bit and good defense behind him.
Yeah, we talk about that defense, but it was Peterson who got himself out of that first inning. Ball's down in the dirt. It's 3-1. So after the wild pitch, he had runners at second and third, got the shallow fly ball to right, held the runners, and then a strikeout. This one grounded on the left side. Chance for Bates. Sets, fires. They're in time. A 4-3 put out, now a 6-3 put out, and there's 2 down in the 5th.
And you get those quick innings, get yourself an opportunity to get back to the plate like they did last inning, put 3 runs on the board, and just continue to push it.
Like you said earlier, this is the final home game of the regular season. Dugas swings at the first pitch. He misses it. Rather foul tips it back to the screen. It's 0-1.
Yeah, in a season where you're playing 3, sometimes 4 games a week.
Well struck out towards right, but high rather than deep. Long way in for Austin. He will put it away. Back-to-back, 1, 2, 3 innings. 7 straight retired. The minimum faced in 3 straight. And it's 6-1 Cardinals to the bottom of the 5th here on CTN.
It's a big responsibility.
Oh, it's huge. I know, it's huge.
And the salary.
Oh my god, yes.
Right?
I mean, like, I was about to move in with my parents, and right before, yeah, so this saved me.
I really believe in you, you know?
Thank you. It's nice to hear that from someone.
These are cool. Did you, what did you...
Cardinals in command. He'll be back up at the plate here in the bottom of the 5th. Fans that are out to see the final home game. Treated to a good one, both on the mound with what Bryce Peterson has done. He's also got 2 of the 8 hits for the Cardinals.
Yeah, really, as you talked about, nice day here and pretty good turnout. People getting an opportunity to come out and spend a late afternoon at the ballpark, especially your Coon Rapids faithful who are enjoying a 6-1 lead for the home team.
Ness does not have one of the 8 hits, but he did drive in a run with a sacrifice fly, and he clubs that one out towards left on the first pitch. It's time over to track it in the gap is Harrington. Puts it away. That is 3 straight retired for Dobler, who came on in relief of Dylan McKenzie. 3 runs on 5 hits in 2 innings for the senior starter.
Didn't waste much time offering at that pitch. As you mentioned, Harrington just a little over to his left. Relatively easy play in left field.
Garlick's 1 for 2. He was picked off to end the 3rd. After a single with 2 outs, he takes a strike. Music before the inning was Sharp Dressed Man.
Yep.
He's got that sharp-looking USA sleeve going on his right elbow. Pitch was taken upstairs. It's 1-1. You'll find out, Howie, that I wasn't very good at baseball, but I loved the uniform aspect of baseball,
right.
as you can see by my comments about socks
Well,
and
so
sleeves.
when you played, your uniform looked pristine,
Oh, yeah.
perfect.
Well, yeah, because I was on the bench,
Yeah,
so it's easy to keep it pristine.
Well, didn't you roll around in the dirt before the game,
No,
just
no.
so in case you didn't get in?
Yep. Got to keep that sharp crease on the jersey and everything.
A little flower on the
on the lapel.
on the lapel.
Got to look good, taking the extra balls out to the umpire.
When you're chasing a foul ball. And
2-1 pitches upstairs. It's 3-1.
it's all about part of being on a team.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I tried playing third base when I was thinking 5th grade. I stood on the wrong side of the foul line. The coach said, no, on the other side of the base.
It was
okay. It was shady over here.
Well, yeah. It's an extreme pull hitter, Coach. I'm positioning myself.
I know this guy's going to give me a line drive right down this part of the field, and I just want to make sure I make the out for you. And it's only for you, Coach.
Jackson Bates
quickly adjusted where I was on the field, and the rest was history.
Bates is 0 for 1 with a walk.
There's the bag at third. I was on the wrong side.
Quick throw over and dive in for Garlick. We'll get that uniform messy. Pitch taken on the outside corner for a strike. 2 in the first for the Cardinals. The only inning they've been shut out was the 2nd. It's also their only inning to this point without a base hit.
Nice pitch there.
Pitch taken on the outside corner. We had just the right conditions there, Howie, because I actually heard the umpire say strike 2. It's the first time I've heard him all game.
The wind was calm.
Yeah, the wind calmed down. There were no cars.
I heard a pin drop right after that.
Yep.
So, you know how quiet it was. It have to be.
0-2 pitch down in the dirt. It's 1-2.
As an official, you don't have to scream things, but it'd be nice to be vocal so the hitter at the plate can hear you.
Talked about Offerdahl's strikeout looking. That might have been his biggest issue. Good pitch to throw on. The fastball up high, and the ball was there. Runner there. Toe tap before the tag, and it's a stolen base for Ryan Garlick.
Garlick did a nice got a nice jump, and as you mentioned, a nice slide just to beat the throw. But Riley Peterson with a nice throw down to the bag.
A bullet on the money.
Yeah, he just got in there. Close play.
Ground ball up the middle. That was tapped, slowed down by Dobler, but the second baseman, McKenzie, still able to get it and retire the runner. 4-3 put out. Garlick down the line, 90 feet away at third. Logan Severson, the DH. This is shaping up the way that second inning went. Severson still a chance to change the narrative here. As he will ground one to shortstop. Backhanded play off the glove, and a run scores.
I think Stein on that play just took his eye off the ball. That was coming to his glove, but I think he was more worried about making sure he got the runner to get out of the inning and didn't look the ball into his glove.
Would have been interesting to see. He wasn't too deep in the hole, so I think that's going to be a play he's going to make if he can glove it. Probably end up being the second error of the game. I think they're having trouble with that side of the board, though. Like you said, the hits haven't been updated.
Yeah.
Got the runs rolling.
You have a pinch hitter.
So Rotzine.
Nate Breams.
Be lifted for Nate Breams.
Nate, who was a defensive back on the football team, injured early in the season, not able to finish. Opportunity here with two away to see if he can keep this inning going.
I did not see him play football, Howie, but I can tell you right now, wouldn't want to be a wide receiver trying to cross deep down the field against him in the secondary. He'll lay some people out. Quick, tight throw over to first.
And he did. He did. Yeah. Close play at the bag at first. Severson just getting back.
Pitch was a ball. It's 1-1. That's hit hard down into left field for a base hit. The line will keep moving. 2 on with 2 outs as the pinch hitter Breams picks up a single.
A solid base wrap there. He comes off the bench cold and keeps the hit parade going. Hit number 9.
And Rotzine's going to go run for him.
Yep. So he wasn't off the field very long. And
here comes Adam Offerdahl. RBI single in his last at bat. He's 1 for 2. Got another RBI chance here in the 5th. Cardinals up 6. First pitch popped up. Foul territory, long run still, wind to deal with, and Sherva does just that and retires Offerdahl. So that'll end the inning, but a run comes home courtesy of an E6. 2 errors now in the ballgame for Park Center. Cardinals lead it 7-1 to the 6th on CTN.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Off the grass.
Not even the dog days yet.
Yeah. We'll be here before you know it, though, Howie.
They will. Don't say that.
Pooch has had a fun day at the ballpark watching, assuming,
I would like our summer to be as long as our winter has been.
Right?
That would be nice.
Just trail that all the way into November.
November, and then
wearing these polos to cover some high school football
that'd
late.
Be great.
That'd be great. Instead of bundled up. These fans would love it.
Of course, you've done those, I'm sure, those early high school football games in September when it's like 90 degrees and humid.
Guys are cramping up left and right.
Yep, and that's just the announcers.
Right. Joe always drinks water now.
Yes, he does.
First pitch was a strike.
When that jaw locks up on you.
Check that was a ball. It's 1-0.
Makes it tough to do your job.
It always happens, but it always still strikes me as funny. Is we have those games to start the season, and then by the time we're into the playoffs, there's likely a chance of snow, and who knows what we're dealing with. There's a strike on the 2-0. It's 2-1. Pitch taken upstairs. It's 3-1. So Peterson has retired his last 7. He's working this one to a 3-ball count here against the number 3 hitter, Mitch Meyer.
And Meyer will wait for his pitch because he'll be fine with a free pass.
And he won't get it there. At the knees.
Thought he had it. Started to take off down the line. That's a big pitch for Peterson. Doesn't want to lose him here.
3-2. Grounded towards the hole. Right side. Backhand try just off the glove of Ness. Would have been a tough play anyway. Peterson was over to cover. The first error for the Cardinals. First base runner since the 1-out single back in the 3rd. Here comes Tanner Stein.
And the Cards with a 6-run cushion.
Ground ball to 3rd. Can they go around the horn? Starts with Lockinen. Over to 2nd for 1. Return to the 1st is in time. 5-4-3.
That's our 2nd double play of the game. 16th of the season.
Tremendous turn. Started with Lockinen.
And then, yeah.
Rotesin at the second base bag, though, made this happen.
Oh, he did. He had to make sure he's got the runner coming in, and they just get him over at the bag at first.
That quickly erases the runner. 2 down for Spencer Harrington. Just 4 more outs to get for the Cardinals. And that could be one. Ost, long way to the line. Wynn continues to play tricks with it, but he makes the running catch. And just like that, another 3-batter inning in the 6th for Bryce Peterson. It's 7-1 Cardinals to the bottom half of the 6th on CTN. Cardinals doing everything right here into the 6th inning. And they will face their 3rd pitcher of the game. He comes in from left, meaning we've got a new left fielder in Sam Kill patrolling left field as your former left fielder, Spencer Harrington, takes over for Matt Dobler.
Yeah, again, you get that runner on, that leadoff runner on last inning, but solid play in the field defensively to turn a pair, and then a fly out in foul territory to right to end that inning, get right back to the plate with a 6-run lead, and put more pressure on Park Center.
So the leadoff hitter again, Kirby Peary, already 3 hits today, a double, 2 driven in, goes up high to bunt this one back to Harrington, and nobody's at the bag. First baseman charged, 3rd baseman charged, pitcher fielded it, 2nd baseman nowhere to be found.
Courtesy runner again, this time it's Xander Parr.
What a What
a great bunt.
Back control to get that one down. A little bit of a smile for Perry as he makes his way back to the dugout.
He's 4 for 4.
3 singles and a double. This one slapped right back up the glove of Harrington. If he hurries, he can have a shot, and he didn't get him. Another infield single.
And I think he may have had him, if he had realized it, I think he would have had the runner at second, because Parr hesitated. He stopped. He thought maybe he was going to catch that one, and he stopped and then obviously had to advance.
I thought that's where he was going to go. Jack Arndt will come in to run as a courtesy for Bryce Peterson, who he has 3 hits today. Top of the lineup, 7 for 8.
It's pretty good.
You'll take it.
Yes, you will.
Locking it 1 for 3 with an RBI single. That came back in the first. Pitch down in the dirt, all the way back behind the plate, so both runners will advance on the wild pitch. The Cardinals are trying to pour it on here.
Well, now you're in the situation, even a deep fly to the outfield that recorded an out is going to score a run.
Instead, fly ball. Medium deep right field. They'll test the arm. Throw is wide of the plate. And just like you called it, Howie. Run scampers home. Parr winds his way around with the ground ball, the wild pitch, and the sacrifice fly. Second RBI for Nick Lockinen.
Yeah, just call me the prophet.
Absolutely. We learned that about you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Braden Farley, an opportunity hit now.
So he's out there for Caleb Ness. Farley has already scored a couple of runs in this game.
Farley hitting 250 as he steps to the plate. Was the starting center fielder to start this season.
Sends the first pitch he sees. Foul, and that will get all the way out of play. Just 1 down still with the runner out there at second base. That's Arndt running for Peterson. Runner takes off. Got a great read, and this pitch swung on and fouled off.
Boy, you should have
Farley.
Should have taken that pitch. It was a little up in the zone, and we would have had a stolen base.
From me to you, a great jump for Arndt.
Yeah.
Instead, it's 0-2. Farley started to offer, ball in the dirt. Right there below the catcher, Peterson. Dobler, the reliever, got himself in trouble with 3 walks. All of them scored. 3 of the 4 runs that scored against him came on base via the walk. This one gets away far enough. Arndt will advance. Second wild pitch of the inning.
Now an opportunity for Farley to drive in a run. Just 1 away in the inning.
Down low.
Good patience for Farley to put the count at 3-2. Now you're going to have to make him come to you.
Full count pitch. Missed off the plate outside. And here comes Ryan Garlick. 1 for 2, singled, walked, scored, stole a base. Productive day for the center fielder. First pitch swinging, skies it out towards right, should be deep enough again. Spory dives and makes the catch, so he's going to be no position to throw. A sacrifice fly easily brings home Arndt. Second sac fly to right field of the inning.
There you can see a nice play by Spory to dive for the ball, but there's no way he's going to get the runner coming from third.
So, thought he was going to have an easier try at that to make the catch.
I thought so too. I think Garlick gets the RBI.
Ground ball, left side, has eyes, back to the hole. No throw made by Stein. Third infield base hit of this inning for the Cardinals.
Well, you talk about getting your bats going, and they certainly have. Now Severson can get these 2 runners home. This game's over.
12 hits for the Cardinals to this point in the game. Severson's walked twice and reached on an error. Takes the first pitch down low for a ball. The 1-0 pitch is high and tight. Logan's dominating the 7 and 8 spots in the lineup. Logan Rotzing in the on-deck circle. Severson takes the ball. 3-0. That'll be a strike. Fastball grooved. He was taken all the way.
Yeah, he was not moving that bat from his shoulder. He had the sign from Coach Bright to let that one go by, make him throw that strike.
Check swing grounder. Right back to Harrington, and he'll put that one away. 1-3. So they can't end it an inning early, but a chance now to end it with 3 outs to the 7th, 8-run lead for the Cardinals on CTN.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Cardinals need 3 more outs to secure their 6th victory of the season and snap a 4-game win streak for the Park Center Pirates. And also win their 4th in the last 5 games. Standing between them, Jackson Dwyer, Tanner Sherva, and Matt Dobler scheduled.
Well, you know, and they sure after that 12-2 loss, it's a nice way to bounce back here. You've got a dozen hits, you've scored 9 runs, and Peterson's really pitched a pretty good game.
Swing and a miss. Got on the strike zone column with a big cut. It's 2-1.
You know, if they get the opportunity to pitch that complete game, you save your arms. So you've got 4 games left, all on the road, starting next Tuesday at Osseo.
3-1. Flared foul up and out of play. It's 3-2. He has faced the minimum 3 batters in each of the last 4 innings. Single with 1 out in the 3rd, raised on a caught stealing. Struck out the next batter. 1-2-3 in the 4th, 1-2-3 in the 5th. 3-2 is upstairs, ball 4.
And he got plenty of cushion, quite obviously. Not the way you want to start the inning, but plenty of cushion.
And last inning started with the error on the ground ball to the right side. Got the 5-4-3 double play by the next hitter to still face just 3 batters. His 3rd walk of the outing. Pitch misses low and away. Shervis 0 for 2, ground out, popped out to 3rd. That little flare earlier in the 4th that Lockinen tracked down just in foul territory. 1-0, runner goes. Pitch was taken for a strike. No throw from Peary.
Yeah, Peary, not much Peary was going to be able to do that. He got a really good jump. He took off before that ball was even thrown from Peterson.
Run doesn't mean much out there at second.
It doesn't. Just your outs at the plate.
Two one, misses inside. Oh, it's a strike. Should know by now here in the 7th.
That's right. You got to wait about a minute before the call comes.
2-2.
Either that or you can't hear it. He thought about offering it that low pitch.
It's low and away, a full count. 3-2. Tried to duck underneath and did. Back-to-back walks and a conversation with Peterson, who is trying to hunt down that complete game.
Assistant coach Brett Boxwell taking a trip to the mound. Talk to Peterson. Comfortable cushion. 8-run lead.
First free pass to lead off the 7th since the 2nd inning. The Pirates led this game 1-0. Cardinals came storming back right there. Fairly efficient, 46 pitches, 46 strikes, 39 balls for 85 pitches.
Yeah, it's a pretty good outing. No change made on the mound, just a little bit of a informational meeting.
Well, if this game holds true to form, Howie, we'd be about to see a triple play here, the way this defense is gone.
J.W. Cox calling a triple play. Here it comes. Joe did call a grand slam home run once in the playoffs.
See, you just got to do it every now and again. Because then when it comes true.
Yeah, exactly. Then you're the prophet.
Nobody remembers the times you're wrong.
Which are probably more often than not.
Absolutely. So the bunted, popped up, secured by Peary. He doesn't have a play on anybody.
That's a big out.
Huge.
Yeah, you get the out, you don't advance the base runners. Now, but it does take your triple play out of play. But now you got the double play in play.
Right, which is much more in the range of possibility and something we've seen now twice from this defense. Although it will bring a 4th hitter up to the plate. And that, as we cataloged at the beginning of the inning, has been a rarity since the 2nd.
Now they get a double play, we'll give them a pass on that.
Absolutely. McKenzie, the starting pitcher, he lasted just 2 innings.
You know, and I don't think he was pitching that poorly. I thought he was pitching okay. I'm not sure why he got pulled that quickly, but nonetheless.
1-1's in the dirt. Two one. That one's got to be in there for a strike.
Nope.
But it wasn't.
This is I was waiting to hear.
So hitters count. That one misses 2. 3rd walk of the inning. Bases are loaded. Now we might get our change.
Yeah, I think we will. It's Don Bright, head coach Don Bright. It's kind of like Queen for the day. It's head coach for the day. Going to take a walk to the mound.
So 1 out in the 7th. And Peterson just hits empty here in the 7th with 3 walks after a brilliant performance.
It really was, and gets a nice hand, and he should. He did well deserved.
So 3 walks to load the bases in the 7th. Cardinals will have a new pitcher to try and close it down. And we'll come back. Finish it off. 2 more outs to go for the Cardinals to secure a 9-1 win here on CTN. Man standing on the right there, Bryce Peterson, put his team in the driver's seat to get a victory here. He'll now try to finish this game standing in right field as the right fielder Arrington Aust will take over on the mound, finishing up his warm-up tosses. We've seen him pitch, run, and score a couple of times, and the senior in to finish it off.
Comes in with a 1-1 record, a save on the season, and the 9.06 earned run average. He's pitched 17 innings, given up 22 hits, 27 runs. And of those 27 runs, 22 have been earned. He's got 18 free passes and 10 Ks.
For the Cardinals, number 23, Bryce Peterson. Now in the pitch for the Cardinals, number 9, Ayrton Ost.
So Ost, no chance at his second save here. Team well in command. Tying run still 4 spots away here. Pitches in the dirt, blocked well. Peary saves him a run there.
Yeah, no place to put a base runner, so yeah, great job. Excuse me, great job by Peary. Keep that ball in front of him.
3 walks in the inning. No base hits. That one misses down low. It's 2-0.
Yeah, good patience there by Peterson, too, at the plate to make sure he didn't offer at that one low in the zone. Going to put pressure on Oust.
That one's hit hard out into left field and down for a base hit. Over to cut it off. 1 run home. And they'll hold the runner at third. They could have thrown behind him, but it was cut off. And Laakkonen looking at the runner at second. It was a big wide turn there at third for Sherva.
Yeah, Sherva had Laakkonen turned towards third, he would have been out. He well overran the bag and went to the ground, but able to get back up and get back to the bag because Laakkonen did not see him.
Courtesy runner, Poppy, out at first base again.
Hey, Poppy.
Derek Dugas, first pitch swinging, grounds it to the pitcher. He can go home for 1, and that's what they'll get for out number 2.
Here comes the dust right to us.
We almost made it through the whole game without a ground swell.
I was going to say, don't inhale any of that. You got to keep your vocal cords in top shape. You got a lot of work ahead of you.
This is true. Fortunate to get to work a lot.
Yep. Yeah, in this business, you are very fortunate to get paid to do what you love.
Runner does go up to third on the ground ball, but again, the tying run still sitting in the dugout. 7-run lead. First pitch was a strike to Mitch Meyer. Down in the dirt. 1 out to go. The first base hit since the 3rd inning. Park Center. They had 5 in the first 3 innings. This one hit, foul, been out of play. It's not coming over our head, right? Okay,
no,
I completely lost it.
Yeah, no, I'm in my contract. I have to protect the play-by-play man.
Correct.
Or person. I shouldn't say man, but person.
1-2. This one's hit hard out towards right. Peterson a chance to end it, and a shoe top catch will do just that. So Peterson on the hill works a fine 6 innings.
Fitting.
And then he fittingly retires the final out of the game. The Cardinals win it by the final score of 9-2. And you said it as we were in that 7th inning. Great way to bounce back, and it is their 4th win in their last 5 games.
Yeah, nice win to get their record at 6-9, and we certainly want to wish Coach Mossy and his future wife Ashley the best in their upcoming marriage over the weekend, and I know we'll see him before this season is over again. But nice win for Coon Rapids. Nice to get 9 runs, a dozen hits.
So Peterson, 6 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. Actually, two runs. That run that came home charged to him. 5 walks, a strikeout to pick up the victory. 9-2 as the Cardinals are able to bang out 12 hits and win this one. They'll sprint and talk about it. We will not be done covering games here this week, as Cool will be back out for softball coming up tomorrow, and then next Wednesday playoffs begin. It'll start with playoff softball, and the Cardinals, who we know can hit, struggled a little bit down the stretch here. We'll try and break out of that tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have a couple of games out of the gates in section play. That's the schedule. Catch it all right here on CTN. Whatever you've missed on YouTube, and this would be a good one to go back and relive. So again, the Cardinals win it by the final score of 9-2. For Howie Shapiro and the entire crew, I'm J.W. Cox. Thanks so much for tuning us in. Another win for the Cardinals. They're now 6-9. Good night, everybody.